Implant device restores arm function after spinal cord injury. University of Texas, Dallas. Let's check this out. A groundbreaking clinical study shows that a closed CLV paired with rehabilitation can significantly improve arm and hand function in people with chronic spinal cord injuries. The therapy uses tiny implanted devices that send timed electrical pulses to the brain when the patients perform successful movements, helping rewire neural circuits. This is where technology and organic bodies will kind of combine, because these implants will be, say, plant them early, bodies will just form around it and use it. This is cool. Participants who previously saw no benefit from therapy alone, zero, experienced unprecedented recovery through CLV, regardless of age. Hear that? Regardless of age, meaning that the older you are, you can heal just as fast now. Injury duration or severity. Or severity? What? So it doesn't matter how bad it is? This is cool. I'm sure within a range, but these results mark a major step towards potential FDA approval and offer hope to patients with no current treatment options. This is wild. This is super cool, especially for a lot of these handicapped people. Like, this is gonna change a lot of things. This is I like this. This is cool. This is good stuff right here. A new clinical studies researchers from Texas Biomedical Device Center demonstrated unprecedented rates of recovery for spinal cord injuries, which is like the hardest thing to fix. Like, what? This is awesome. In a study published in the previous journal, individuals with incomplete spinal cord injuries safely received a combination of stimulation of the nerve in the neck with progressive individual rehabilitations. Interesting. Huh. This approach, called the CLV, produced meaningful improvements in arm and hand function in these individuals. The unprecedented position at the UT Dallas scientists to proceed and with a pivotal trial. FDA, blah blah blah. Previous work demonstrated that the stimulus of the vagus nerve during physical therapy can rewire areas of the brain damaged by stroke and lead to improved recovery. Wow. I mean, definitely would like that. Professor of neuroscience in the School of Behavioral and Brain Sciences and corresponding author explained that treating spinal cord injuries with CLV is different than conditions targeted in early studies. In stroke, people who do only therapy may get better, but adding CLV multiplies that improvement. This study is different. Therapy alone for spinal cord injury didn't help our participants at all. Man, that's rough. The trial involved 19 participants with chronic, incomplete, several spinal cord injuries. Each person performed 12 weeks of therapy, playing simple video games to trigger specific upper limb movements. The implant was activated upon successful movements, resulting in significant benefits of benefits for arm and hand strength. These activities allow patients to regain strength, speed, range of motion, and hand function. This simply daily living. It's a professor of neuroscience chair. Yeah. Huh. Bro, imagine that. Like, you're stuck in a wheelchair, and someone's like, "Hey, I'm gonna put this in you, but you're gonna be able to move again." Dude, imagine their life. I bet those 19 people are fucking loving life right now. I bet they're like, bro, I gotta play video games now. I gotta sit here and listen to people talk. I mean, I can move again. My arm. What? It's awesome. It's inedible though. It's evolution, but this is cool. Phase 1, Phase 2 clinical trial, including randomized placebo-controlled in its first phase, which 9 of the 19 participants received sham simulations rather than. Oh, damn. Damn, those 9 though. Oh man, I feel bad for the 9. Rather than active treatment during the first 18 therapy sessions, then received. Oh, and they say received it in the later 18. Participants ranged from 21 to 65 and were from 1 to 45 years post injury. Good. So they got a range of just new injury, like people with new injuries, and then people with very long life injuries. Neither of those factors, nor the severity of the impairment in those with any hand movement, influence the degree of response to treatment. Huh. That's wild. So it doesn't matter, it just fixes it. Huh. This approach produces results regardless of those factors, which often cause significant differences in success rates of those types of treatment. Of course it does. That's wild. It is remarkable from a medical standpoint. Yeah, like, what? Like, it doesn't matter if it's been 45 years on an injury on the body? But you put some electrical signals through it, and apparently the body just knows exactly how to heal itself within the same as if it just got the injury. What? That's wild. Huh. Yeah, that's wild. Anyways, the people in the study have now gained the ability to do things that are meaningful for them and impactful in their lives. Their whole life changes. Everything about their life changes. That's wild. A phase 3 pivotal trial will include 70 participants at multiple U.S. institutions that specialize in spinal cord injury. Oh, dude, I would definitely sign up for that if I had a spinal cord injury. In a heartbeat, bro. If I seen this article, if anyone does have a spinal cord injury that does see this article, I would definitely look into this. This is really interesting. Huh. Prior to this study, no person with spinal cord injury has ever received CLV. The first evidence that gains can be made now will be set about determining how we make this optimally effective. True. We still have a long road ahead for many reasons: financial, regulatory, and scientific. This could still die on a vane, but we have positioned ourselves to be successful. Which is true. This is the way it needs to be done. Um, let's see. This has been the hardest working, most altruistic group of professionals, and that has been incredibly impactful. Um, Nothing that even outpatient surgery is complex for those impaired mobility. These patients said, "Put that device in me." That's a huge commitment. They deserve credit for paving the path for others. They do. They do. They really do. Any uh, any any sacrifice that is made for science is a yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, that's crazy though. To think like, bro, got their implant. Now I can move again. Oh, that's cool. I bet they're having yeah. Let's see. The research was funded by DARPA. There it is. There it is. For the defense. Yeah, that's how it always seems to start. Mention helping the soldiers though. This is true. I don't know. Thought this is cool. I'll see you all later. Bye bye. Future's coming.